Hi everybody, it's Christine at Zeidman Development, and today I would like to walk you through an example of how to use regular expressions as a replacement type in Importacular. So the scenario that we're working with today is that I have information coming in a spreadsheet where I have a first name and a last name. I might have a phone number. It's blank on my file here, but there are other rows that could have been filled in with that data there. And I have the address all in one column. So we're going to use regular expressions in order to separate out those fields so that the street name goes in address 1, zip code goes in zip code, city goes in city, state goes in state, and country goes in country. So let's go ahead and flip over to the Razor's Edge in Importacular. I already have my template up. Let's go ahead and open this address mapping. I'm going to make it just a little bit bigger so that can help. So first thing I want you to notice is I have matched that column header of type A to each of those fields. And then I'm working with them with some different data transformations. So I do want to mention that I generated these formulas. These formulas can be worked with using some different regular expression tools on the internet, or if someone at your organization knows how to do that. Our team is not able to provide support with writing those formulas. So these are just examples of formulas that match what my specific need is. But this formula here is pulling that street name. So I've got that set up based off of my criteria. Then we have a formula on city, and this one will probably be a little easier to understand. So you can see that it does have the city in there. I am working with a match type of any and a replace type of regex on almost all of these fields. I do want to mention the reason I chose any was just because I wanted to make sure it would match any string. And for these specifics where there's a formula, I am leaving this blank because my replacement, my change to target, is telling it what I want to happen. So this will give me the result that I want, even though it's a little bit different of a match than you would use in a lot of other data transformations. So the country we're going to come back to because it's a little bit different. So I'm going to just show you the state. Very similar to what you just saw, the difference being the formula is slightly different. I did still work with my international settings there. And the zip code, same thing. The formula is very similar. I've got the same match type of any, the same replace type of regex, and I'm working with my settings to make sure it stays a US zip code since that's what this address is. Let's go back up to the country. This one is done a little bit differently. So when you open the country, you can see that instead of a regex expression, I worked with the from source and the change to target. I used a match type of any and a replace type of complete. So the reason that I did not do a regular expression on this field is because this field is a code table. You can only use a replace type of a regular expression on a text-based field. We cannot use a replacement type of regular expression or any other partial replacement kind of a thing with a code table. So instead, I am working with that any match type, and I'm matching based on the source and based on that information there. Now, a word match may have worked as well if this information did appear to be a regular word in the same typing format. I went with an any just because I wanted to make sure if the spacing was different than what I did, that it would still match as long as I had the same characters. Now, to work this out for the country, we would have to add a row for every possible country entry, or it's going to give us an exception. So just keep that in mind. If you were doing something similar, you can always work with these any replaces with this type of data. I'm going to go ahead and save all of this, and I want to take you to the review screen so you can see how different my data looks when we get to that point in the process. All right, there we go. So we can see a bit of our address here. We're going to go to the address tab so you can see the full thing. So now you can see we've pulled out just that 12313 Main Street. We have the city, we have the zip, our country matched exactly how we wanted it, and we've added our state as well. I hope this helps you understand how those regular expressions can work and how they can break apart data. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you have a great day and you find lots of uses for regular expressions in helping make your data the best that it can be. Thanks.